Disney had enormous success in 2019 with Jon Favreau's The Lion King, a remake of the beloved 1994 animated movie that used photorealistic CGI and virtual production techniques to appear as if it was shot in live action. The movie earned $1.6 billion worldwide and remains the 10th highest-grossing movie of all time, unadjusted for inflation. All of this is to say that expectations are high for Mufasa, The Lion King, a prequel to the 2019 film directed by Moonlight Oscar winner and If Beale Street Could Talk filmmaker Barry Jenkins. Mufasa picks up after the events of The Lion King as Rafiki tells the story of the title character to Simba's daughter Kiara. The movie then flashes back to show how Mufasa, voiced by Jenkins, the Underground Railroad's star Aaron Pierre, went from an orphaned cub to king of the Pride Lands. Like its predecessor, Mufasa is also a musical and features original songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda. With so much digital wizardry going on in Mufasa, moviegoers will likely be wondering who all the voices are behind the many animal characters in the film. See a full breakdown of the Mufasa cast in the list below. Aaron Pierre headlines Mufasa, the Lion King in the title role, an orphaned cub who becomes the leader of the Pride Lands. The actor earned acclaim this year for his leading turn in the Netflix thriller Rebel Ridge and for playing Malcolm X in the 4th season of the National Geographic anthology series Genius. Fellow Mufasa star Kelvin Harrison Jr. played Martin Luther King Jr. in the show. Kelvin has said this really beautifully before: although he and I have worked on a feature film together and a limited series together, the majority of the time that we've spent together, and actually the true foundation of what our friendship and brotherhood was built outside of the context of work, Pierre recently told Variety's Angelique Jackson. I'm deeply grateful to have Kelvin as one of my dearest friends, having somebody who is the same age in the same space and navigating similar things. I really don't have the language for how invaluable and priceless that is. Kelvin Harrison Jr. voices the key supporting character Taka, who later becomes known as Scar. Taka is Mufasa's adopted brother, and their close bond is slowly threatened by Taka's festering jealousy. Harrelson previously played Martin Luther King opposite Mufasa voice actor Aaron Pierre as Malcolm X in the 4th season of the National Geographic anthology series Genius. The actor's other credits include Waves, Cyrano, The High Note, and Elvis. I looked up and realized that, while making this film, they had gone off and played MLK and Malcolm X. Barry Jenkins told Variety's Angelique Jackson about his two stars. But it made sense because the chemistry they had in performing these scenes. The very first thing that happens in Mufasa is all the vocal recordings, all these radio plays with the cast. And even though they're playing these brothers who ultimately grow very far apart, when they are together it just feels so lived in, so honest, so earnest. Beyoncé and Jay-Z's daughter Blue Ivy Carter makes her movie debut as the voice of Kiara, the daughter of Simba and Nala. The screenplay for Mufasa is framed around Kiara being told the story of her grandfather by Rafiki. Everybody that's a part of this is so helpful and supportive, Blue Ivy told Good Morning America about the film. The director, Barry, is a really sweet person, and he tells me ways that I can improve in my lines. And he's very supportive of me and tells me in the nicest way possible, and I feel like so does everybody else. Newcomer Braylon Rankin voices the younger version of Mufasa in The Lion King prequel. It's the young actor's first major voice role in a studio movie after having supporting roles on television series such as Doom Patrol, Take Note, and Delilah, among other titles.